Welcome to Allstate Arena, the fourth game here at Allstate for the Chicago Wolves. They are 3-0 as we head into tonight's action. Let's take a look at our Illinois Bone and Joint Institute starters and scratches. We restore the health and quality of people's lives. Steve Pinizzato on the left side, Zack Kassian on the right, Nathan Longpre in the middle on defense, Peter Anderson and Derek Jocelyn. Eddie Lack the nod in net. Scratches tonight, Jan Sauvé, Patrick Mullen, Chris Tanev, Tim Miller, Alex Millet, Stefan Schneider, Brett Sterling, and Taylor Matson.
The Allstate goaltender matchup. Allstate, Chicago's own good hands. A pair of Swedes go head-to-head for the fifth time in their career in North America. Eddie Lack for the Wolves, Jacob Markstrom for San Antonio. Markstrom has won all 5 previous meetings by just a single goal. Head coach of the Chicago Wolves in his first season. With the team, Scott Arniel and Chuck Weber, now in his third year behind the San Antonio bench. Got 2 referees working this evening. We saw TJ Luxmore last night in Peoria. He's joined by Jamie Koharski, and we are underway the first of 4 meetings. We touched on it when we first joined the audience here tonight. Playoffs last year, best of 5. It went to 5 in double overtime. San Antonio winning, so that's on the minds of the Wolves here.
You would think so. 3 straight home games, a little bit different than the 3 out of 5 series, but they won the first 2, and then, as you mentioned, double overtime in the 5th and final game, alas.
Wolves control the puck. Jocelyn had it roll off his stick out to center, and he'll regroup with Anderson back in the lineup. Peter Anderson, a healthy scratch the last 2 games. Up ice, in comes Kassian for the Wolves. Quick shot, he scores! Zack Kassian, his 4th of the year, 1-0 Chicago.
Well, that's more like it. Wow. Jacob Markstrom, when we have witnessed his play, it has been spectacular, very tough to beat. But Zack Kassian with a flurry down the left side. Look at Peter Anderson in his pink skates, laces. Moved that puck up, maybe mesmerized everybody. And Kassian flying down the wing is off wing, roofs one. Not sure if there's a bit of a screen off Tyson Strachan or a redirect, but that is a beautiful shot and beats Markstrom cleanly.
So that's the 4th time Kassian scored the first goal of the game for the Wolves.
It is. Very successful.
Were you and Kevin teammates at the same time in Hartford?
Yes.
And it's amazing going through all those names.
It is. These are cousins guys.
Wolves back on the forecheck. Friesen works it free. Davies shoots, he scores! Mike Davies, 2nd game of the year. First goal, that's 2-0 Chicago. Philly, just the 2nd time this year the Wolves have scored 2 goals in a period.
How about that? Finally, something we have talked about, and you look at this team and the way they have played, and they should be up in games 2-3-0, and they haven't had the breaks go their way. The challenges and chances have been there, but have not been able to strike until this fluky play. And this is exactly what we have talked about, even on the power play, something like that to happen, to maybe change their luck. 1 power play goal now in 27 chances isn't going to do you much good, but that's the type of style of thing you might see in a game. It'll really turn things around for us. So good for Michael Davies.
Work down low now, trying to go upstairs, broken up. Having a shot.
It's unbelievable how many chances like that in that area, right in front where the puck has jumped on Wolves players, and because of that, they've not been able to get the handle to score.
Had it so close there. Pushed the other way, shots tied up in the corner. Niskovic, but he able to work it under front. They score. A backhanded shot will go in. Gomes is 2nd of the year.
Well, good work down low. Doesn't take much. Not a lot of offense from the Rampage, but now right back in this game. And then down low, they just win the puck battle. And Gomes, again, I think a situation where he fans on his shot attempt. But here is the hard work. They outnumber the Wolves, get the puck to the front. Gomes, that backhand right up against the far post. Lack's got to come off that post and challenge it a little bit more and probably get a little further out. He is so deep there. That is the only option Gomes has to go to that side. His pads are down on the ice, but he's right on the crease in the goal line. If he comes out a little bit and takes that angle away, there's nothing to shoot at.
Wellman across. Wolfkeeper stopped by the rebound. Poked away. Kassian back on the ice at the 5-on-4 now for San Antonio. And it's cleared out by Bill Sweatt.
Leskovic, great stick, but how about the work of Andrew Gordon? Initially, he got a piece of the puck on that first initial play, but then his work ethic across to get to that puck on the board, just wanted it more than anybody else on the ice, and got it all the way down.
DeVoe in tidy scores, and we're tied at 2. The former Wolf, Andre DeVoe, a power play goal.
Well, after saying all that good stuff, quickly up the ice, the Rampage did go, and that's what you want to do in a power play. In transition, quickly move it up. Andre DeVoe in the slot, the recipient of a nice pass. Pretty easy entrance to the zone, the pass in the slot, and he just is ready for it and rips it right through. I thought initially a save, but somehow this gets underneath or through the pads of Eddie Lack to tie the game at 2.
2 years ago, he was so good on the power play for the Wolves, and now it comes back to haunt Chicago here. He scored the...
Yeah, these guys are, this is the new PC world. It's not like the old days. But thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Great job.
We would have known, we would have let you sing here.
Here we
got
go.
a fight, though.
Some dancing.
Selleck and Guillaume Davies. Davies going with the jab. Selleck trying to reset and get position. He comes back with a right. DeVoe landing some body shots. That'll score on the CompuBox numbers. And now Davies has the helmet off of Selleck, and he connects with a couple rights. Selleck right back on his skates. And the line staff will get in between the two of them, Dan Deneen and Al Stensland.
Oh, I must say that you can't fight in high school. My son played for Evanston High. His first shift, his first game in college, fight. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Good story.
That was Michael Jones, the lottery superintendent, on hand here this evening, and a good partner, the Chicago Wolves.
Well, quite a little tussle there coming into this contest. Selleck had 23 points, leading all Rampage players, and Guillaume Davies, one of the few guys to fight so far in the early goings. Let's have a look at the start of this. There's the initial hit. And Davies saw that, didn't like it. That was Friesen. That was Selleck on Friesen. I'm not sure if something happened prior to that. The hit didn't seem to be too bad. But Davies came across, had some words, and Selleck said, okay, I'll go.
That's back to Rowell. He lets it go up top. DeSantis to Greg Rowell. Hunt back on the ice, and he gets the puck. He's got a breakaway. Brad Hunt, center to save. No! He's stopped by Markstrom.
Tried to lift that up on the blocker's side.
Hunt still controlled to Connauton. Wrister through. He scores! The Wolves have a lead 3-2. Connauton's first of the year after a Baker's dozen a year ago.
Brad Hunt just teasing everybody on his breakaway out of the penalty box, but the Wolves continue on with puck possession. I'm not sure, there was some waving at this puck on its delivery towards the net. Watch Connauton cut across the blue line, the wrister. I'm not sure if Sweatt got a piece of that, or Schroeder maybe even battling. Let's have a look. This angle may tell a story. I don't know, Sweatt may have touched that. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, you can see Markstrom. You look at his defenseman and say, what are you doing? I couldn't see that at all, and it eluded any body part and hit the back of the twine. The Wolves regain the lead. And because of that, the contact, and I know it's Jacques, the two of them were battling for the loose puck. Not sure where this puck is. The referee by the net is staying with it, looking, still hasn't blown it down, and then a couple of players come in and battle from behind. There's Friesen. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if there's the push and the shove, and Koharski makes that call from center ice.
Now, I don't think Jamie Koharski would make that call, but he's adapting the way his partner is calling this game.
I don't think that was a penalty bounce. You see that all the time. There's pushing and shoving. There's a battle for the puck, but I think because of the double minor, he saw fit to make a call like that. So I agree with you. That's the battle between referees, which should never happen. That's not why there's two referees on the ice.
That's a veteran referee trying to make up for a rookie referee who's calling things that should not be called in a hockey game. Now a chance here as Bill Sweatt breaks and shoots. He scores! A ball by Sweatt, and the Wolves have doubled their pleasure.
As soon as I saw this puck get by Petrovic, you knew Billy Sweatt with his excellent speed was going to have a chance to have a breakaway. And quite honestly, his shot, when he takes this, if you look, you'll see this puck on end. And that's the reason why I think it gives Markstrom trouble. That thing is rolling and Knuckles, and I think Markstrom's looking or hesitating to his left a little, thinking the puck's going long, and it's on end, and Knuckles back underneath the arm for a blast. So that shows you, we've seen so many pucks rolling around these last few games in all buildings. And the bottom line is just shoot it. You never know where it's going.
Wolves coming in waves now in the forecheck. But San Antonio, the power play here is J.F. Jacques back on the ice. Rampage will work in. Strachan. Drop pass. Ends up at the point with Robeck. He lets it go off the shin guards and wide of Gordon. Gordon after it out to center, but out of reach. Now he's tripped up. Penalty call. Gordon back and escapes. 2-on-1. Short-handed Gordon shoots. He scores! A short-handed goal for the Wolves. They lead 5-2.
I was just thinking when I saw that Andrew Gordon's been terrific. I love the work ethic of this guy. He's a very talented individual, and this year he has not given up in any situation. But what I was thinking, as soon as he went down like a battling top, I used to have that game, he used to get right back up, and he certainly does that. Has a partial breakaway, 2-on-1, looks, but a right-handed shot sticking in a good place to shoot it, and he certainly does that with his short-handed marker. Boy, he got Markstrom to drop down with a glove, and he went rooftop with it. A beauty.
I'd have to explain to the youngsters in the audience what a battling top is. They play it on their iPad. Gordon, who scored a shorthanded goal in the late stages of the second, gets some help from Connauton clearing it down. Billy, you've been with the organization 6 more years than myself, but that was about the quietest bus ride home that I've ever seen in my tenure with the Wolves. They were pretty upset with how things unfolded last night.
Yeah, I think they're very disappointed because they played so well for 40 minutes, and I guess, again, not to be repetitive on my talk about that, but the 40 minutes almost every game has been spectacular.
And a quick goal by San Antonio in the third period. It's reared their ugly head again. That was Hanley at the side of the net.
Right-handed shot.
Yeah, defenseman had snuck in.
Yeah, and that's the thing that you got to be aware of. Maybe Shore, Drew Shore.
My bad.
But first of all, down low, the initial shot fanned upon, and everybody went to where the puck was passed to, and nobody quite aware of Shore. And he started off, I think, from behind the net, went to the side and got the lucky break, quite honestly. DeVoe's shot is a fan shot off the heel of his stick. Easily could have went anywhere, but it went slowly to the right of the net. And in anticipation of the initial shot, Black came out to challenge, and it just drifted across to Shore, and he made sure it went in. So not a bad play by Gordon, but the puck did not get far enough back. And again, when you have 3 guys on the ice, you really have to know where you are on the defensive side. And I believe the play back was right to Wellman, who made the big step in towards the puck initially.
James Wright won that face-off, but it's grabbed by Jocelyn. Gives it right up the near side and out.
I'm not sure if Jocelyn was on the boards with Wellman initially on that first face-off, but he certainly wasn't the second time around. He was behind Gordon.
Novak will play it up ice. They work in. Wright drops it off. Petrovic controls. Now it's Wellman. Jacques camped out at the top of the crease. Right on the right side of the net. 3. Petrovic flash. Off the Petrovic. Touch screen. They score. Jacques jams it home on a 5-on-3 power play. Now they'll get a 5-on-4 for a minute 25.
Yeah. Well, good net presence, and they're used from the point, some shots. Everybody sort of freezes up when the shot comes initially. Here it comes. It gets through. And because of that, look, there's 3 guys abreast right in front of Lack. And no problem on that pass across, a one-timer by Jacques. And everybody's moving out with the point shot. They freeze because of the shot. Ends up being a 3-0 in front of Lack.
3 for 8 of the Rampage on the power play. And they're on their 9th man advantage here as they're able to capitalize on the 5-on-3. They're within 1 now. They have 3 shots on that man advantage. 14 tonight on the power play. With just 10 shots while skating 5-on-5. Sanchez trying to squeeze it down low. Back to the corner now. They work it up top for Strachan, cut off by the Wolves. And Longpre will move up by shorthanded with Sweatt. Longpre and Sweatt both have shorthanded goals this year. Longpre shuts stop. He tried to bank it in off of Markstrom, who held his ground.
Big Markstrom covers the net well, but a lot of times, as we see with Eddie Lack, you see those big goaltenders when they come across, their legs get extended. You can bank them once in a while off them. With them keeping the pads down to the ice as they do so low and so often.
Saw that graphic. 15 goals have been given up by the Wolves. Now in the third period. Just 3 in the other 2 periods combined. Off the backboard. Strachan shoots. He scored. We're tied at 5. 4 power play goals for San Antonio as Strachan gets his first of the year.
That's incredible. Off the backboards quickly from one side to the other, and Strachan pinching in. Has an empty net on the short side. 3 unanswered goals here in the third in just over 7 minutes. Strachan came out of nowhere. He was at the point, and he'll waltz down. Here he comes now. DeVoe in front of the net. And I think Strachan surprises everybody to tie the game at 5.
Mountain now has it. I think he shot it low and hard, just trying to create the rebound there.
It's a perfect situation. On the angle, you don't expect to score, but get it on target for that rebound.
In comes Bill Sweatt, one-on-one. His shot blocked on the fifth ball. Davies to Schroeder. He scores! A beautiful setup, and Schroeder gives the Wolves another lead, 6-5.
This was a line at a time last year that was so very dangerous. Michael Davies has been an odd man out, but put together here maybe for the first time. And what a read it is by Davies, quite honestly. Here's Yakpin waltzing his way out. He is pressured in a nice play by Schroeder, picked up by Sweatt. His shot is blocked, but Davies makes the play. When he turns with a puck, he doesn't look towards the net. He looks and sees what's going on to the net, and he captures Schroeder driving, and a nice redirect by Schroeder to score in consecutive games.
Or else has been the odd man out. Your interview karma. Perhaps the Jordan Schroeder interview will bring some karma. Davies and Sweatt assist at 17:02. As we've seen, no lead is safe against San Antonio, but right now, with under 3 to go in the third, the Wolves lead by 1.
Penalty again.
And we're going to get a slashing penalty.
2.
And it's going to go against the Gurney native Greg Rallo. Not a happy homecoming. The Wolves will try and take advantage. 20 to go in regulation time. Wright got it across the line, but the Rampage offside.
Yeah, exactly.
Connauton waits, now slowly brings it ahead. Long play from center, dumps it in deep. 8 seconds to go. Picks up in the corner. Davian overskates. 2 seconds to go. And Wellman will run out of time. The Wolves improve to 4-0 on home ice. A tough one here, but they prevail 6-5.
Guy, I thought you had to keep it down low. I didn't realize there was only about 3 seconds remaining, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, they do prevail. Boy, what a shocker in this third period to be leading by 3 in your own building, but take so many penalties, surrender 3 and tie it, but really have command of the game and the way they have played for the majority of times and take over again, have a couple of good shifts in a row and get the go-ahead and game winner like Schroeder just did in this one.
Well, Jordan Schroeder had, 5 game winners a year ago. He gets the game winner here tonight. And Billy Gardner's got his karma going. And the faithful here at the Allstate on a Saturday night will get t-shirts from the winning squad. Nice start at home ice. Now 4-0 are the Wolves.
Yeah, that's a good one.